All right, all right. Good morning, guys. Good Sunday. Going on 10 o'clock. Just going to go over some things quick with you here. First and foremost, here is the going forecast. We're going to get back to this later, but I just want everyone to see what my thoughts are. I don't know. I'm torn. I'm real torn, and I'll explain in a little bit. Anyway. Latest data that's coming out. First and foremost, this is the last night's, or 6 hours ago, because it's not out yet. This is the Canadian, which is known as the RGEM, the short range model, which is what we're going to use moving forward. We're going to use short range, and we're going to use hourly modeling to go over this. But this has a pretty decent dump. I think it's way too far south, but like if you just take, let's just say Cockeysville, this is saying basically 8 to 12 inches of snow. I think that's too far south. And I don't think that the 12 is even possible, simply because you got a progressive storm. You have too much warmth, and the ground is just too warm. And it's just a matter of timing. If this was occurring all overnight, yeah, I can see that 12, but it's not occurring all overnight. So I'm going to dismiss this, but I'm also going to say let's slide this north around 40 miles, and let's cut the totals probably by about, say, 25%, and then you have a pretty decent forecast. Let's go over here to the latest NAM model, which this is the North American model. Once again, it's a short range model. So we'll go over this quick. Pardon me if I seem like I'm trying to rush. I got to get over to my shop, get my snow equipment ready for the Plowboys. This has been a fantastic past 3 days. Long, but fantastic. And it's only going to get longer. All right, so here we are. Now, I want to show some things to you. Now, you're looking outside and it's snowing. These are all wasted flakes. Here's your simulated radar. NAM's not even picking up. It's saying, okay, it doesn't see this batch of snow that's currently over us. Wasted flakes. It's going to snow all at once. It's going to melt quicker than it actually accumulates. So it's saying by, let's see, that's 1 o'clock this afternoon, that nose of precipitation starting to poke its way in. This is 4 o'clock this afternoon, starting to get a little bit heavier. Now, after 4 o'clock, when that sun angle starts to go down, that's when you can get some accumulation. I mean, you can get some accumulation slushy stuff before, but it really needs to be thumping. It really needs to be coming down rates of an inch an hour. And I don't think that's possible before 4 o'clock. Then you got 7 o'clock. See this? This is getting here, mixed line, rain. We'll go over the temperatures quick. You're at 32 degrees, 33 down here. Your upper levels are still warm enough where this might just be what it's seeing sleet, but we're going to get pretty close to the sleet mix, rain mix. And there's a saying, you got to smell the sleet in order to get the best snow. So we're going to take this out another 3 hours. So that's basically dissecting. So now this is 10 o'clock. This is dissecting York County, Lancaster County in half. Snow to the north, sleet. So I'm just going to say 30 to 22. So you take 30 all the way to 222. If you're south and east of that, you can possibly mix with some sleet, which is going to cut down your accumulations. If you're on or north of that, you may see all snow. Take that another 3 hours out. That says, okay, 1 o'clock in the morning, snow's pretty much over with, flurries, drizzle, schnizzle. But this model's saying, and it's a pretty good projection, 6 inches, 7 inches. Boom, take that. I don't know about this down here. I think that's a little bit sleet. Once again, move this north. But the problem is you're not moving the whole thing north. There's going to be a very confined line of your area of heaviest precipitation. So once again, this kind of matches my going forecast, which I'm okay with. I want to go to the NAM 3K, which is this is a very short range model. Once again, like to use within 24 hours, which we are within. Let's go right to the Pennsylvania backdrop here. Simulated radar. Okay, so once again, you're noticing that this is, this is basically right now. It's not picking up on that nose of precipitation. Let me just show that quick. Because this is sometimes a foretelling sign of where the best precipitation is going to set up. Okay, here I am. All right, here's York. That just went through. See this nose right here? I don't know if you can see this. Let me just draw this nose right here. That sometimes is a foresight of what is to occur in the future. And I think in this case, it's going to be a pretty good indicator of where the area of heaviest snow is going to occur. All right, let's get back here. So I was saying that the model, this NAM 12K, isn't really picking up on it, but we're going to take this out. So that's 1 o'clock. See, once again, there's that nose. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I want to show you something. That's 5 o'clock. So it's saying that it's snowing basically since 1 o'clock, and it's snowing now. If you go over here to the accumulated snow, that right there is actually 6 o'clock. Okay, so for between now and 6 o'clock, it's saying that southern parts of the 30 have around 2 inches of snow on the ground. If you're north 30, a little bit less. We're going to use that as a gauge because I don't think I believe that. I really don't think that. As I said, once again, unless it's coming down this afternoon, and I'll let you know if it's going to take place, but it's going to be the difference of literally probably 2 to 3 inches of snow because you're going to get a decent burst of snow between, say, 3 and 6 o'clock. And unless it's really, really coming down, you're wasting flakes. Like right now, wasted flakes, which is part of why the going forecast that I have, I'm kind of steering in the middle to lower end, but I can also see the upper end. It really just has to thump. Once that sun goes down, if it's thumping, it's game over. You can easily add up those inch to 1 to 2 inch per hour rates. And there's going to be a time of period that occurs. Excuse me. Let me go back to the simulated radar here. All right, so that's at 6 o'clock, 7, 8. Now you're also going to notice here that this mix line's getting close. So 8, 9, once again showing that. So there is going to be an area, and I'm going to draw it on my map, where I think that you actually have a chance of achieving some thunder snow. The instability aloft is going to be pretty unstable, and those areas can either make or break the forecast, because where you have rapidly rising air, you're going to also have rapidly sinking air around or near that. So if you get in one of those bands, say for an hour or two, you can have rates of 1, 2, 3 inches an hour. In just say 15 miles to the north or south of that area, you don't get too much. So there's going to be these pockets that are going to basically, we're going to call them isolated areas, where you can see 7, and that's why I have that in the forecast, 7 plus. Now, the total snow that this is showing, once again, with my going forecast, these pockets here, see that? These are 8, 9s, and 10s. Lancaster, York, Red Lion, that's showing that. 7, Thomasville. But this is general a 6 to, let's just call it 10-inch snowstorm in this area. The forecast is okay, but it's saying 2 inches of snow by 6 o'clock. So that right there is the gauge. If we don't have 2 inches of snow by 6 o'clock, you got to cut these totals down. So we're going to monitor that. Now we're going to go to the short range modeling, which is known as the HRR, and these do okay. I'm not going to lie, this was the same model that was showing 6 inches of snow on Friday night and Saturday that I was like, ooh, and I bid on it. And you can't take these things verbatim because they show trends, but we're just going to go to the radar reflectivity, backdrop, Pennsylvania. Now this is showing something interesting. We're going to take this out once again. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 videos because I'm realizing that I'm running out of time. So we're going to save this one for the second video. Thank you for watching, first and foremost, and hopefully you're having a great Sunday. There's going to be another video with another post because I can't put 2 YouTube links on the same post. So be on the lookout for that. This one will upload to YouTube, and then the next one comes.